There are plenty of engine options in this Audi TT. There are 4 petrols and 1 diesel to choose from, and within that selection you've also got the choice of Audi's 4-wheel drive system dubbed Quattro to choose from as well. Now the 1.8 litre petrol, which kicks off the lineup and which we've got in this car, still feels quick and fun to drive. Acceleration is brisk and the 0 to 62 mph sprint is covered off in 6.9 seconds.
While the 1.8 is ultimately the engine that we would recommend, there is also a 2-litre petrol which produces 227 brake horsepower and is available with either front or 4-wheel drive.
Just be aware though that the 4-wheel drive cars are heavier and you'll only really feel the system's benefit under treacherous conditions, not just with a few leaves underfoot as we have today.
There's also a 2-litre diesel, and despite having less overall power to cool on, it does have a lot of mid-range pull, so is worth looking at, especially if you're a company car driver. Towards the top of the TT range is the TTS, which gets a tuned version of the 2-litre petrol engine with more than 300 brake horsepower, and it can almost keep pace with a Porsche 911 to 60 mph. At the very top of the range is the 2.5-litre TTRS. With 349 brake horsepower available, it is blisteringly fast and makes a superb sound from Audi's famous 5-cylinder engine. Just be warned that with that extra power also comes higher running costs.
The TT's standard suspension setup is generally comfortable, and even if you opt for the firmer sport suspension, it's never uncomfortable. Bigger alloy wheels will allow you to feel more bumps though, which, as we all know, are easy to find on UK roads.
The TTS model comes with adaptive dampers, which allow you to stiffen or soften the suspension depending on the type of driving you're doing, while the TTRS gets the standard suspension setup but is lowered by 10mm.
Now, nobody is expecting the Audi TT to be as comfortable or as refined or as quiet as a luxury limousine, but aside from a few bits of wind and road noise, it's actually a pretty relaxed and comfortable cruiser. The 6-speed manual gearbox you get as standard with most models offers slick and precise changes, but for those interested in 2 pedals, the S-Tronic Automatic works generally very well, although it can be jerky at low speeds or when manoeuvring.
It's fun to drive then, but what's the Audi TT like inside? Click through to the next video to find out.